name's Kathy A, and yes, I got the Sephora haul part 1 in. Still haven't received everything, but I thought I would jump into this since we're midway through the trauma of the week of the Sephora sale, to let you know some of the things that didn't work out for me or some things that did. I was pleasantly surprised by some and vastly disappointed in others. And I'll tell you about the few things that are still to arrive, and I'll probably include them in my next video. So anyway, my name's Kathy A, and I do lifestyle and makeup and a little bit of everything, cooking, ghost hunting, traveling stuff, all kinds of things. So hopefully if you are not yet subscribed, and even if you think you are, just check that you are, because there's some funky stuff going on YouTube right at this time. So I got kind of a large haul here. They were really quick. If you ordered the very first day, and I'm a rouge, I ordered the very first day, like first thing in the morning, and I got everything within 3 days. But then I had a second and third order. So let's start with scent. This is the Sephora Favorites Best of Vanilla, and these are scents. There's 5 scents in here, and what it is you get kind of a little sampler size of 5 different scents, and they give you a certificate that you can cash in for a travel size rollerball of your favorite. And I tried each one of these scents over the course of the week, and I've come up to a decision that I'm going to take my thing in and turn it in for. This has in it, it has the Floral Street. This is the Royal Vanilla Orchid. Really, really beautiful. There's not as a vanilla-like as the other ones in this grouping, but Floral Street is really nice. I think they're a clean brand. It's actually my second favorite. You know, my first favorite I'll talk about in a minute. The next one is by Rosie Jane, and this is called Dolce, and it wasn't bad. It's a little strong. I think the by Rosie Janes are really nice. Rosie, I think, was the name of the first one I liked, by Rosie Jane. That was a really nice scent, very strong. My coworkers didn't like it. I actually got taken into human resources because I had that on one day, a little too strong, a little too much. So now I can't wear perfume to work. Anyway, yeah, it's not bad. It was probably 4th or 5th in line. Skylar, and this is the Vanilla Sky. And this, again, this is not real vanilla-like, but it does have some really nice gourmand kind of essence to it. I was so happy to, you know, try these all out and to then get the certificate to get a, you know, a rollerball. I thought that's just super. That's really, those fragrance things are so much fun. Juliet Has a Gun. This is Vanilla Vibes, and there is a little bit of a vanilla essence in here, but it's mostly a florally, perfumey kind of scent. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite again. The winner of my vanilla choice is the Nest Madagascar Vanilla. This is just a beautiful, beautiful scent, and this is the one that I'm going to turn in my certificate for, because this is really, really pretty. Now, when you buy these scent packs, they are final sales, so you can't return it, you know, like I'm a return queen. Suppose I didn't like any of these. I'm stuck. So I am going to go in and I'm going to pick up my Nest Madagascar Vanilla with this. Now, what I did discover was, and I have it on order, they didn't have all the scents in my local Sephora, but I like to try out the scents in the Sephora. And, you know, of course, there's always somebody right there, and they want to spray that paper. There were pieces of paper with the scent on it, and it's like, you can't tell how a perfume's going to smell on you by smelling a piece of paper with the scent on it. There's no way. Your DNA, your sweat, your skin mixes with the molecules of that perfume and creates its own unique defined scent. And so I even told her, I said, I'm not into the paper, okay? Don't do the paper with me. I just want to smell it on me and walk around the store for 5 minutes. And of course, I was, you know, okay boomer. It was an okay boomer moment. But she was very nice. And so, well, anyway, I did order, because they didn't have all the scents. I usually like to smell all the scents in there and then just get the rollerball instead of getting the fragrances. You know, you get like for 72 bucks, you get like 12 different fragrances. Well, I know what most of those fragrances smell like. I'm not going to spend 72 bucks. No. This is my cheat sheet here. And I do have like, and we have, yeah, I go nuts. You know, and Debbie Downers out there who are saying, oh, I'm not doing Sephora. Just, you be you. And I love that for you. Is that what the young people are saying now? I love that for you. But you know what? When there's a sale, I really enjoy it. So don't steal my joy, okay? I have it here. It is called the 7 Virtues Peace Perfume Discovery Set. And the reason I want to see all of the scents is because they only had 2 of the scents in Sephora and I love them both. And I want to smell the other ones to see which one I would like to get a roller ball of. So I'm getting the 7 Virtues Discovery Set, and I'll just show a picture right here. And Vanilla Woods in that particular set, it just was phenomenal. Better than anything in the vanilla even. So, okay. First I got a backup for my K18. I think that's, you know, something that is really important to have, and it's expensive. We only need a couple of squirts. I wash my hair with shampoo, and then I kind of wring out the excess water, towel it a little bit, and then I put 3 or 4 pumps in my hands and swoosh it all through my hair. And this stuff is a miracle. This is the K18. It's supposed to molecularly, wow, there's a big word, molecularly improve your hair from the inside out. And I know everybody knows that your hair is dead. It's a dead shaft. But like, and I explained this before, but it's kind of like when you're painting, shellacking an old piece of wood and it suddenly is new. It's kind of like shellacking your hair from the inside out, so it looks new. As you get older, your hair becomes coarse, brittle, falls out, looks crappy, it's dull. This stuff really kind of rejuvenates it, and I like this better than the Olaplex. So if you see this is the smaller size, but and the Christmas stocking one that they have on Sephora is actually the same thing at the same price. So you're just getting the little ornament ribbon with it in the special packaging. It's the same thing. So it's kind of, that was kind of a meh moment. I did get a couple of the nail polishes, the Sephora brand at 30% off. Why not? I love these. Flirting Game and I'm a Princess are my 2 favorite colors. I really enjoy these nail polishes. I think they rival OPI or any of the more expensive ones. And right now these are like $5 anyway, so I think it was like $3 and change for these each. So they're much cheaper than the drugstore even, and they're worth a try, really. And they do have a set that they have for $15. I think it's 6 different ones. And then with the 30% off that they are giving for the Sephora collection, that's a pretty good deal. It's just you gotta like those colors, and I think there was one color in there I wasn't crazy about. But the Sephora nail polish, give it a try. It's worth trying. It's only a few dollars. If you're still in the market for anything Sephora, if you're anything like some of us who have several orders. This is the Murad, this is the dark spot remover, and I've been putting it on a dark spot that I have, and I've seen a noticeable difference here. I'm really amazed. Let me just see the exact name of this, because I'm going to get another vessel of it. Rapid Dark Spot Correcting Serum from Murad. Absolutely amazing. Next to going to the dermatologist and having him freeze that sucker off, it just faded it right out. I was so amazed, and it did fade out some of my facial discolorations as well. So I'm not usually a proponent of skincare items because I think we all have such different skin that it's a personal thing. But this is something we all seem to have, you know, these dark spots, because we all laid out in the sun, you know, with our baby oil and our iodine and our space blanket. Couldn't wait to go out and lay out in the sun. Listen to our radios or our cassette tapes. Okay, I'm getting down real low on my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish setting spray. So I did get the Duo packet. I like the Duo packet. It's slightly less ounces than getting one big one for the money. The one big one's a better deal. But I like the fact that there's two separate ones, because then I only have one open at a time. And then when that's depleted after 6 months or so, and it usually takes me about 6 months to get through this, then I can open the second one. If you have one big one that you open, you've got that same big one for the whole year. So I think it's fresher. That's me and my expiration date thing. So the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury, it's the best setting spray. It's got kind of a light peppery spice scent to it as opposed to floral. Some people don't like spice or floral or any kind of a scent, but I really like this, and this really does some magic to your makeup when you are spraying it over the top of your makeup. You can also spray it underneath your makeup. You can also spray it on a cotton pad and set under your eye instead of powder. So this has a lot of different uses, and I think it's definitely worth it. It's a maintenance item, kind of like toilet paper and shampoo and stuff. You hate to spend money, but you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. I did buy a brush, one brush. This is the foundation brush from Sephora, and I really like it. I have washed it now 3 times. I always like to wash a brush a few times before I give any kind of a recommendation. It's dirty at this time. I use it almost every day now. I think it's a really nice foundation brush. It's soft, it's dense, and it blends in your foundation quickly and evenly, and you can also kind of punch in the foundation. Especially if you have pores, it really works nicely with cream and lotion style, serum style foundations. I really like it. So that is the foundation brush from Sephora. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 foundations, and pretty much all of them were fails. Let's start with Patrick Ta. I've heard so many good things from different people about the Patrick Ta foundation, and really pretty compact. It comes with a cream foundation, which I did pick the correct color. It looks good. I think this is the 4. Oh boy, what color is this? Light 4. Light 4. And on the bottom you have a powder. At first when I laid this down, I thought, oh, doesn't this look lovely? And then it kind of broke apart, and I tried it with my magic cream underneath. I tried it with nothing underneath. I tried it with one of my other primers, the gold primer. It does not look good after the first 5 minutes when you have it. As soon as it settles in and dries down, it looks kind of patchy and cakey. And it's a cream. I mean, it's a cream foundation. And the powder didn't do anything. It's not a good powder. I'm really surprised. I'm just really surprised. It's a nice mirror. It's beautiful packaging. It's a spendy kind of brand. This is going back, and unfortunately I can't recommend it. Now, some people who may like this are maybe people with oily skin or normal skin with no texture, but it went into the lines. It gravitated towards, especially up in here around my nose, it made the, you know, the 11s look more like indented 11s. It had polka dots on the nose, polka dots on the chin. I do have some pictures I'll show you here of the polka dots on the chin. And yeah, I'm so disappointed, but it didn't work for me. Patrick Ta, the Major Skin Cream Foundation for the face. Sorry, Patrick Ta, it didn't work out for me. You're going back. Equally horrible on my skin, Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. The young people love this. It's a TikTok sensation. I do watch some younger YouTubers and they were just exclaiming over it. One of them even said they had dry skin. Now it has a kind of a tube that looks a little like the MAC, you know, face and body, but it has it's very, very sheer, and it really has the smell of sunscreen, which I hate. It's got that suntan lotion smell to it. I did get color number 16C, I believe. Yeah, 16C, which looked like a medium light shade. It was slightly light for me, and when you go slightly light with foundations, they can tend to really look, you know, particle-y, and they can kind of accentuate some of the lines and texture on your skin. So even with a darker shade, I don't think this would work for me. It's not good if you have dry skin, texture, anything like that. Now I do good skincare. I do usually put Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream on, or some other nice primer. I don't go in empty, you know, there is some sort of a barrier. I always do try them with nothing on though, in case they are reacting with whatever tinted, whatever I have underneath is. And this just didn't work any which way but loose, not at all. So the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer was a total fail for me, and I feel bad because I really wanted to love it. I did. Hourglass. This Ambient Soft Glow Foundation from Hourglass. Now this, and I got this in shade 4.5, which is the perfect shade for my skin. It matched me exactly. So if you're medium light, this would be good. Now people with normal to normal oily skin seem to like this. And I tell you, like from a distance, my face looks nice and smooth. But then I come in and at conversation level, there's all kinds of polka dots, cracks, excess. It made lines where I didn't know I had lines. And it has that kind of little particle-y look to it. And I found this with their other foundation as well. So yeah, I can put some oil in this and mix it in and try to make it more emollient on my skin. But this didn't dry down nicely. It did not look good close up. But far behind, wow, you know, I looked radiantly beautiful from a distance. But close up, I couldn't believe it. And it's usually I go into the ladies' room around noontime at work and I check things out, and of course the bathroom lighting is horrible, but it's still kind of, this is what it is. And then I take my little hand mirror and I go out to my car, because I usually have a cup of coffee or something, read my emails and stuff out in the car. That's natural light out there, and it's like, oh my god, you know. And this was an oh my god moment. This did not work at all. 4.5 in the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation from Hourglass. Another fail. Oh my gosh. Okay, RMS. This one actually, out of all, this one fared the best. And I love their concealer. I do use their concealer. So what's the problem here? I did try it, and it tends to look deeper or darker in the tube than it does in the on your face. It transfers, it looks very light. Actually the second shade is the one I wound up using, and it was still a little bit light, which is kind of interesting. I could probably mix some of this in and try it. But again, this one goes on a medium coverage, kind of thick. You really have to shear it out, or just, you know, a little goes a long way. I'm gonna try it again. I'm glad I just got samples of this, and I got it, you know, in a couple different packages. I ordered samples so I could have a little bit of a healthy try, a healthy go at it. So the RMS foundation, I'm still kind of on the fence, but so far it looks a little thick and cracked when it dries, and I'm going to try using a lot less and sponging it in, and I haven't tried it that way yet, so I will, and then I'll let you know. But the concealer's really good. I've had this though. This wasn't from my haul. Alright, let's move on to blushes. This is the Krista blush, and this is one of Benefit's new colors. I have it on today. I really like it. It's a subtle coral shade, really nice. There is another shade that they're giving me a sample of with one of my future orders that's due to arrive. There seemed to be this big gap. My first order came after like 3 days, and now it's a week and a week and a half. So I'm not gonna have everything. I'm gonna do my October faves and flops next, so if they do come in, I might sneak them in there. But this is Krista, and it's very, very pretty. Benefit blushes are all very nice. I've really enjoyed a lot of their blushes and their bronzers. It's a very subtle color, medium to light toned skin. Very, very nice. So Krista is the name of the shade from Benefit, and I thought that was really nice. That was just a free sample they gave to me. Alright, something I liked. I liked this, and I had this years ago when it came out, and you have to order it online because a lot of the Sephoras don't carry a Smashbox anymore. You won't see a Smashbox section in store, so I did order this online. I did own this when it came out, maybe what, 5 years ago, and I loved it. But you know, the thing with being on YouTube is I'll find this, I'll use it, I'll love it, and then the second something new comes out, I'm there, and then I forget about this, and it goes into the back of the drawer, and then I, you know, clean out my drawers and stuff, and I go, oh, this is over a year old, maybe I should get rid of it, and I get rid of it, and then I forget about it. Well, school recommended this. The Online Makeup Academy said, you know, do this if you can, because we like the basics in here, and it's a really good basic palette. This is the Smashbox Cover Shot Minimalist Eye Palette. Now this comes in several different combinations of shades. This is the most basic one for everyday use. This is probably one of my favorite basic palettes. Now I did this kind of stupid thing. I don't know if it's not really stupid. If you're on YouTube, it might be considered stupid. I depotted a lot of my fancy eye makeup palettes, and I put all of the individual squares in Z palettes. So I've got my own homemade palettes of colors, but now if I'm telling you about, you know, or doing an eye look and you say, what colors do you have on your eyes? I'm like, well, this one, and this one, but I don't know where they're from. The Visearts, oh my gosh, Huda Beauty. I've got all kinds of things in these things, and I don't know which is which. I don't know. I should have marked them somewhere. You know, like the brown up in the corner is Huda Beauty, and the next one's Viseart. I should have, but I didn't. And so now I've got these beautiful palettes of colors I use every day, and I can't really share it with you. And I'm kind of hesitant to buy new palettes because I've got the colors I like to use. So, you know, I think we're all going into the mindset now of let's use what we have, and let's, you know, sustainability, cost. There's a lot of reasons right now. And I noticed when I went into the drugstore, I almost had a heart attack. I was looking at the e.l.f. stuff and the NYX stuff and the Revlon, and the Revlon stuff is costing as much as stuff from here. I was like, are you kidding me? It's $19 for this, you know? And these are things that used to be like $8 or $9, and they're now, everything's up in the teens now if you go to the drugstore. So, you know, you might as well buy stuff in the Sephora sale and get the higher end, because they're not too far apart in price range now. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding? Anyway, this is the Smashbox Minimalist Palette. I highly recommend this. I'm so glad I got it, and it's back in my collection, and it's one of the few palettes that's intact in my collection. Now, palettes that I thought I would like was the new Tarte holiday release, this thing. There's two palettes, and they look like they had a really nice assortment of colors. You got a mirror there. Tarte quality on their eyeshadows is good. It's just they're not very pigmented. They have that Amazonian clay. Alright, how's this? So these are the two palettes that make up this set that they just released, and it comes in this box, and it is party ready palettes, gilded and gilded glamour, I guess. One of them is called gilded and one of them is called glamour, and I just pick and choose between the two of them, but I thought there was a nice assortment of greens and blues in this one, and that there was some nice, you know, basic neutrals and pinks in this one. So they don't really have a whole lot of pigment, and it's kind of been bane of my existence with Tarte eyeshadows. I'm not happy with it, and I don't know, maybe it's because I have my other palettes and I'm good with this. Would I recommend this to somebody? None of these colors really stand out to me. I've got them in other palettes, so if you don't have anything at all in your collection, you know, this one, out of the two, this one has the more usable, and you'll see I've dipped into that a little bit more than this side. I'm not a big fan of purples and pinks. Well, pinks mostly. I'm not a pink and orange person, and that's what's in here. I'm not all that crazy about, and it's like, you know, there's two palettes. It was like 54 bucks or something. Of course, I got it on the sale, so I got a little less, 40 something. But this just doesn't have, it's meh. It's just meh. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just not extremely happy. When I'm not extremely happy, I want to take it back. Yeah. And I read today, somebody said that they were asked, they said something like, well, you know, we do accept tips. And I thought, really? Somebody at Sephora said that? Is that for real? Are you supposed to tip somebody when they help you at Sephora? Anyway, yeah, I'm probably going to return this. Okay. All right, moving along. We've got Mascara Marathon here. Oh my goodness. 5 mascaras. Alright, I'll do the 2 sample perks first. This is easy because this was absolutely awful. This is the GRANDE Fanatic, and this is the, you know, that brand GRANDE. Awful. This was awful. And it left dings on my eyelids. It didn't do anything at all. It was almost like it slightly painted my lashes but didn't do anything else. The GRANDE Lash, I think it's, what is this called? GRANDE Fanatic. And it's got some fancy expression in here. It says it is a fanning and curling mascara infused with wide lash. Well, that's a bunch of BS, isn't it? It didn't do anything at all. I mean, I put it on my, I'm like, should I go another, let me do another round here, you know, maybe another round, you know, and I had pre-curled my lashes a little bit, so I even gave it a running start, and it did nothing. So I don't, have you tried this? I'm so glad I got it as a free, like a perk thing or something, because this was awful, awful. All right. Wander Beauty, this is the Unleashed mascara. I've always liked this. It's a good basic mascara. Gives you a nice honkin' lash. It's got a slightly curved brush on it. It's a good, nice, basic mascara. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. I used to love this. I think it even won one of my year's Mascara of the Year. So you don't hear too much about this. Wander Beauty, the Unleashed. I got this as a perk, and it was like, oh, I remember you. That was fun. Yeah, that's great. But, you know, the big thing was the competition between Cali Ray and Tower 28. Okay, I got both of them. Now the Cali Ray, by the way, Cali Ray, I was really charmed to find out it's Wendy from Urban Decay. She sold Urban Decay and she started Cali Ray. So Urban Decay's Wendy, this is her mascara, so it could be a lot like Perversion Formula, I don't know. But Wendy, Zomner, is it Zomner? Yeah, I think I did a special on Urban Decay, and if I did, I will link it at the end here, the story of Urban Decay, and you can see a picture of her and everything. But she started Urban Decay, and she was that edgy kind of person who did all those wild colors and smoked out stuff, and then they lost a lot of steam over the last few years, and she sold it. 300 million. So she started up Cali Ray, and it's a California clean base makeup. I only heard one bad thing, and it was somebody who said they had mold on something. And they said because they're all natural ingredients, there's no preservatives, it might have not been warehoused correctly, I don't know. Okay, so I took the chance. This is a duo. This is the eyeliner, which I did use tight lining, and it works really well. It stays put. This eyeliner stays put. The Cali Ray mascara, I put it up against Tower 28 mascara, which is very popular right now. I did try both of these in the past. None of them blew my socks off, but I thought maybe it's just me. I tried them both again. They're both really nice mascaras. Nothing wrong. They do give you big va-va-voom lashes. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe it was the cost. I don't know. But I think, you know, they're right up there with my Thrive Cosmetics. I think they're really nice, and they're pretty much as good as the Tartelette tubing mascara as well. They both stayed on. They didn't leave dings on my eyes. They didn't flake. They came off easily at night with, I do a double cleanse. I do like an oily eye makeup remover. I wipe that down, then I wash my face, and I had no problems with these whatsoever. I think they're both excellent. I'm going to show you a picture of both of them side by side and see if you can tell the difference at all. They both pretty much are identical. I'll have to say the Cali Ray did more volume and length with less coats than the Tower 28 did. So I guess Cali Ray won, and I like the novelty for the fact that it's Wendy from Urban Decay. Tower 28, nice. I just, again, you know, it might even go down to price with me, which one is cheaper, or if they have free samples of this now as one of the perks, the free gifts. I don't know if they've run out of them or not on the Sephora site. I usually buy stuff on the Sephora site because you get the perks and the free samples and stuff. When you buy something in store, yes, you can see it, you can swatch it, you can smell it, but when you go up to the counter, they don't give you samples. You get nothing. You know, you get. And then if they do give you a sample, they think you're doing you a favor, and it's like, oh, you're like old. So, I mean, they don't say that, but like, I know that's what they're thinking, because they put wrinkle creams and skin dryness creams in my, it's probably because of the freaking foundations I'm wearing when I'm going in there and returning them. Cream moisturizer for old people. Okay. Well, anyway, I do recommend the Cali Ray with the mascara and the eyeliner together. Right now it's on sale at Sephora. This is my choice for winter over winter chicken dinner over the Tower 28. So I think Cali Ray's better. Okay, you may not agree, but I'm a mascara person. And here's one last one. Can you believe it? My old pal Makeup Forever. Makeup Forever. This is a two-step mascara. One is a pre-treat lengthener, and the other one is a volumizer. This is your pre-treat lengthener. Works really nicely. Coats the lashes. You can stop right there if it's daytime and you don't want to look too much like a harlot. And then step 2 is your volumizer, Va Va Voom. It gives you really nice, again, not all that different looking than the Tower 28 and the Cali Ray. It really is a matter of cost. It's a little kitschy having 2 different formulations, 2 different brushes. It's kind of nice. This reminds me of that mascara that everybody went wild about, that you had to order from a person. It was you know, one of those MLM mascaras, and everybody talked about the wonders of this. It's almost exactly like that. This is so much like that. And it's nice. Nothing wrong. So, you know, mascaras did really well this year. Not so much the foundations. And I really was rooting for some of those foundations to work. Gosh darn. All right, lippies, got a lot of those. KVD, this is the, I thought this shade looked so pretty online, and the models all look terrific with the stuff on. Of course, you know, they're 20 years old, they have lips like this, like they've injected them with egg almond or something, because they're so big and Mick Jagger-like. Anyway, this is the KVD. This is a matte liquid lip, which is coming back into vogue, actually. This is the Everlasting Hyper Light Liquid Lipstick, and the shade is called Moth Orchid. Moth as in moth orchid, the flower. Really, really pretty. I shall. It has an unusual texture. Let's see. I don't know, should I put it on? Okay, here we go. Now again, it's not Kat Von D, okay? It is Caritas Veritas Dufus or something like that. It is not Kat Von D. It is, she left the company years ago. They kept the initials. I don't know why. I think it was the stupidest thing they could have done. They're a nice company. They own a lot of other high-end brands. And this is Moth Orchid. It feels, it dries down. You don't really notice it. I put a gloss over the top because it's just a little bit matte for me. But it doesn't age my lips. It's just matte. And I'm just not a matte girl so much, and this is why I buy a matte lipstick, because I'm not a matte girl. I'm trying to, you know, expand my horizons here in the makeup world and not be in such a rut. But you know what? You like what you like. And yeah, Everlasting Matte in Moth Orchid. It's a pretty color, nice formula, and I don't know. I think the matte liquid lipsticks last a long time, and that's the glory of them. The cost of that, of course, is that the wear down, sometimes you get the line of demarcation just on the inside of your lip. You get the line where the lipstick color ends and your ugly lip begins, especially if it's a lighter shade. You also can get it, it breaks down funny, and then you get the space on this inside, and there's nothing there. There's like a blob of plainness, and then there's the color on the outside. There's a lot of wear downs, but this wears down nicely, and it feels good, and it covers nicely, and it lasts a long time. So it's a good product. I'm just not sure it's for me. I have to doctor it up with some gloss. And I hate doctoring up stuff when, you know, there's so many products out there that are self-contained, you know. Speaking of, I took the plunge. This is the Pat McGrath, this is a trio. I think it's a Venus trio or something. Yeah, the Mini Nude Venus Lip Trio. And it has the 3 colors as the Nude Venus Lip Fetish Lip Shine, the Nude Venus Lust Gloss and the Nude Venus Permagel Ultra Lip Pencil. Okay, now this, and she puts it in this package. I thought she was kidding. Hello. That's real sequins in there. And they're just floating around. And half of them are on my makeup stand. Thanks, Pat. Thanks. I hate plastic anyway, you know, I'm trying to be sustainable. So the lipstick's awful pretty, and you get a fairly nice amount of it on there. It's a very pretty gloss. And you've got this lip gloss, Lust or whatever she's calling it. And it's got quite a bit of pigment to it. I'd actually say it almost has more pigment than the lip gloss does. That's a lip shine. And then I love the lip pencil. So this trio set is actually a pretty good deal after you subtract, you know, the discount, whatever your discount's going to be. I get it 20% because I'm an idiot and I spend too much at Sephora. But really cute. And so I was very pleased with it. I did have to retouch it at lunchtime, but you know what? I really liked it. I especially like the lip pencil. I think that's my favorite in the grouping. Now I did get a replacement for my Bitch Perfect from Charlotte Tilbury. This is your perfect nude on all skin tones, all skin types. It's absolutely perfect. This is a replacement. My other one was worn down, and it was to the point, even though it wasn't completely gone, it started to separate and get the little sweaty marks on it, and I don't keep things. I'm like really paranoid. So the Charlotte Tilbury Bitch Perfect, everybody should have this in their collection. Everybody. I did replace also Spark, which is number 68 in the Sephora collection. These little lip stories are so cute, and Spark is, let me show you Spark. This is something you put over another color to brighten and warm it up, especially for autumn time. That's number 68, Spark. And I also got number 3. Oh, what is this called? Oh my goodness. This is number 3, and this is a cool tone I got for winter. Now these are probably, what are they, about $9 to $10? L15. Okay, that's L15. Really pretty. I'm going to put it over this matte. That's L15. So now what else do I have? I have the Fenty Skin Fat Water Pore Refining Toner with Barbados Cherry. I saw, you know, the silver, what do they call them? The Silver Fox Brigade, Nicole Johnson. She's so nice, and, you know, there's something about it, but she's a know-it-all. Anyway, she was talking about this, and she tried it on, and she just raved about it. So I did put that on order. The Give Matte Liquid Lipstick. And Stefani. The Benefit Jolly Brow Bunch Makeup Value Kit. I did get all the brow things, and then what else do we have? Sephora Golden Hour Duo in Aurora. Now, they discontinued my favorite Sephora collection highlighter, which is called Dusk. And they have now come up with duos. And the one called Aurora looks like it's pretty close. There's a lighter and a darker shade. That darker shade looks pretty close to Dusk, so I ordered that. That's on its way. So they haven't arrived yet. So anyway, that's pretty much it for my Sephora collection. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. I will be back with my October faves and flops very, very soon. I'm so sorry I've been busy at work. I've been busy with Halloween stuff and everything. And anyway, I shouldn't be making excuses. I should just do it, right? Hope you're all safe, happy, and feeling the joy. Have a wonderful week and have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles.